Being indigenous, they say it's all about having strong connections to our ancestral land, the clothes we wear, the food we eat, and the sacred markings placed on our bodies. Some believe it is to be colorful, to be artistic. Funnily enough, one says it's a spiritual connection to our ancestors.
But it's more than that. To be indigenous is more than a bond or a culture. It's a story that tells us who we are, why we are here, where we come from. It's our identity. Unfortunately, society doesn't see many of us like that. In our world, there's an estimation of 476 million indigenous people who represent approximately 7,000 languages from 5,000 distinct cultures. Yet, in public places, we are forced to stay silent or keep our identities under wraps.
Heritage speaks not for us, but stereotypes define. This lack of understanding leads to marginalization and exclusion.
We are forced to live up to societal standards of speaking, whereby our language is termed as local and our rights are slowly dragged on oppressed. This is the reality of many minor groups like mine from coastal regions. Yet, we have a story to tell.
Our history is shaped by trauma, land dispossession, and cultural erasure. People ask if land rights are a thing. Yes, they are. But as indigenous people, do we have a choice? Migration is a term used to describe movements, but for us, it's a sacrifice forced upon us. We face migration from marginalization due to resource exploitation, climate change, economic instability, or migration because our lands were taken. When we leave our land, we are forced to suffer seclusion, inequality, and unfair treatment because of our roots.
This is the untold story of indigenous struggles, forced to stay silent in groups and undergo internal disagreements and unspoken tensions. Being indigenous comes with a whole lot of guilt and pressure. Guilt in the sense that we couldn't protect our homes, and pressure in the sense that we want to be accepted by society, but for who we truly are.
And so, despite the hardship, a young child like me dreams to be heard and respected for who I am. The old man preparing his meals diligently wishes to share the taste with the world, and the woman tied in the attire or ankara dreams to boldly walk outdoors with pride.
Social inclusion is the dream of every race, to make sure that we have equal rights, equal opportunities, and equal chance of representation of our identity.
We, the indigenous, envision a world where diversity is the trend, not monoculture everywhere. One where indigenous voices like those of the Ikwere, Zulu, Masi, Aboriginal, First Nations, and many more would be celebrated and respected. Where our culture and heritage stand for our identity, and not one where stereotypes lead the way. This diversity is one I wish for, that drives inclusion, empathy, cultural innovations, and a colorful, vibrant world where every indigenous person doesn't learn to thrive, but thrives in their own shoes.